When reporters got their first glimpse of the MC4 recently, few knew that MC4 literally leapt from the one-dimensional world of sketches to show car in less than a year. MC4 sprang from the drawing board and computer in only 6 months, an incredibly short period of time considering its futuristic theme and the vast array of electronics it contains inside. It began with the decision by Mercury brand managers to take Mercury in a new design direction.
We decided that we should do a coupe, something that would be a very exciting car and evoke some emotion, but we didn't want just another coupe. We wanted something different.
Designer Joe Ponce was handed the job of developing the first sketches of the new Mercury.
I have 2 kids, and we have to put them somewhere. And when I got married, I had to sell the Porsche and buy a sedan. So I wanted a car that still looked really sporty, but yet solved my problem.
After meeting with team leaders like Mark Adams and John Hartnell, Ponce has a good idea of what management is stretching for in the new concept vehicle. He begins sketching literally dozens of drawings, searching for the proper stance and styling of the design idea.
The great thing and the reason a sketch is so powerful is that it has passion and it has a lot of projection of what the vehicle should be in it. And in many cases they're caricatures, they're exaggerations of where you can be in reality, but that really brings about the message of where you should be going.
After Ponce develops an initial exterior concept, designers Eric Clemish and Adam Berry further develop and refine the exterior design features, while designer Chelsea Allow is handed the task of creating an interior that fits with MC4's New Edge design theme.
You like to try, you know, the more advanced or stretchier concepts first to see how far you can push it. And it's always better to go too far than not go far enough, especially in a show car project.
The early design sketches by Berry, Clemish, and Lau depict a car with a round type of sunroof, a wide grille, and one without gull-wing doors, all of which were changed or refined during the next 6 months. Each designer generates numerous sketches over a period of about 3 weeks. But the most radical change to MC4 occurs during a team brainstorming session.
The real hammer that cracked the nut, if you like, was this idea of taking on the F-150 reverse opening door concept and applying it to a coupe. And that really opened up all sorts of possibilities then of how we could really open up this vehicle and create a vehicle of flexibility.
Meantime, taking cues from the world of fashion and architectural design, interior designer Chelsea Allow begins the task of defining MC4's interior.
I mainly do the conceptual sketches to begin with, to narrow down the themes. And after that stage, I'll just do a lot of development sketches, also taking into account all those package, the physical size of the components, and work back and forth to ensure that I can fit everything into the area I want it to be.
As various sketches are approved, MC4's design moves onto the computer. This allows designers to make changes faster and easier.
With a proportion pretty much nailed down, you just start adding different themes onto the computer, just modeling them in, taking a look at them, evaluating, running quick animations.
While computers can fine-tune designs, clay models are still used to provide designers a better feel for the actual physical car. Not only is the exterior modeled, but the interior design, with its dramatic seats and instrument panel gauges, is modeled as well, in different sections that are fitted together. In the final days of June, with team members looking on, Telnek views a clay model of MC4 in a management review session, during which he suggests minor design changes.
We're dealing with a three-dimensional product, so it's absolutely essential to develop a product three-dimensionally and then take it out into the sunlight, into the courtyard, spin it around, compare it to other cars so we can get a sense of proportion and design and feel for the overall ambience of the car.
Once a design is settled on, work shifts to the actual build of the car in September. Meetings are frequent to ensure the proper coordination, as hundreds of details from relocating door speakers to ensuring a proper exhaust sound are hammered out.
I still think the Pro GT exhaust note is probably pretty good as a starting point, and we'll go from there. You don't want a real, you don't want something that's real raspy and crude. It's got to be a little bit sporty and sophisticated.
After each meeting, team members gather around the car to review the build and discuss any concerns.
Obviously, you clearly have to get the message through about how things need to go together. It's not always evident of how things need to go together, what the material breakups are, you know, how things are going to relate to each other.
Just 2 months before it has to be on display at the auto show in Detroit, this is MC4. The interior has yet to be built, and the to-do list is extensive. It's not unusual for team members to work 15-hour days attending to last-minute details. In the metal shop, instrument panel gauges and other items, such as the Mercury badge that adorns the front hood, are fabricated. In the trim shop, designer Phil Mason supervises the construction of MC4's contoured seats.
When we come up in around here, we want to make sure this thing comes around the seat.
After weeks of almost 24-hour-a-day work, MC4 is ready for photographers to shoot. The grueling work pays off. The gray-green body surface with its crisp lines is hardly recognizable from the unpainted car just weeks before. Soft leather seats and a richly textured interior are now visible. The interior also features amenities most of us can only dream about. Cameras in place of side mirrors, hot and cold cup holders, an entertainment center in the back seat, and a global positioning system in place of the center-mounted rear-view mirror. Its dual electrically powered sunroofs provide plenty of natural light and an open feel. The gull-wing trunk access and quad-door entry system allow for easy access.
It's very easy to get in and out of the rear seat of this car, which is not the case with most coupes. So we've really redefined, I think, the whole concept of a coupe.
MC4, where the future is today. For Product Profile, I'm Scott Gregg.
With their customers.
This is Scott Gregg. The public is getting its taste of what the next millennium holds for automotive trends and styles this week at the North American International Auto Show in Detroit. Like the fashion runways at Paris, there are several trends at this show. Almost every manufacturer here has a new two-passenger car, from the Mercedes-Benz Vision SLR sports car, Honda 2000, and Jaguar XK180, to a roadster from Cadillac called the Evoque.
And the Evoque is really meant to be a statement about where we're going in the future with kind of an influence on technology.
Many automakers are looking in the rearview mirror for ideas. All you have to do is gaze at the Chrysler PT Cruiser, the Ford Thunderbird, and even the new Nissan Z.
You're seeing the embodiment of retro right here. I do. And I think it's not going to go much farther than that. Maybe the Thunderbird. But I think I can see people starting to say, okay, that was fun, but let's go back to making something new instead of something we've seen.
Another trend, and one that's likely to continue according to designers, is combining the styles of different eras.
There's nothing that can't be done now, especially with the alias mediums that are in use, and I think that whatever you can visualize in your head, you're going to start seeing this cross-pollinization, if you will, of different brands and different eras and creating totally whole new looks that we haven't yet seen.
Then, of course, there's the continued wedding of cars and trucks into a hybrid. No fewer than 8 made their debut here, including the My Mercury, the Pontiac Aztek, and Mitsubishi's Mad Max. And if you haven't noticed yet, there's no shortage of silver either.
It goes with everything, and I think that's why people are doing it. It's much more acceptable than putting a wild color on a concept car that maybe somebody would reject.
Also drawing thumbs up from designers were 2 cars in particular they say have a strong identity but are projecting an image for the future. The Volkswagen Beetle and the Ford Thunderbird, both different but similar to the original models.
Made last year to make cars safer, cleaner, and more efficient. Okay, that was almost usable. In 3, 2, 1. Hello everyone, this is Brendan Prebo with FCN Business News. We're here at the North American International Auto Show, where Ford has introduced a number of new technologies to
Thank you very much.
in 3, 2, 1. Hello everyone, this is Brendan Prebo with FCN Business News. We're here at the North American International Auto Show, where Ford has announced a number of new technologies designed to build on the commitment made last year to make vehicles cleaner, safer, and more efficient. I wasn't... In 3, 2, 1. Hello everyone, this is Brendan Prebo with FCN Business News. We're here at the North American International Auto Show, where Ford has made a number of announcements. Okay.
Okay, roll.
In 3, 2, 1. That's all for news today. We'll see you tomorrow. Okay. No. That's all for today. We'll see you tomorrow. That's all for today. We'll see you next Monday.